Praise 102.5, Atlanta's Inspiration Station. What's up, family? Neiko, hanging out with you. I have a great guest with me today. This brother really needs no introduction, but I'm going to do my best to give him a little something, all right? He's had hits like Yahweh, Residue, Forever, I Am Nothing Without You. He is here to drop off his new record, made new, featuring one of my favorites, Madison Ryann Ward, off his stellar-winning album,
Yay!
You Belong Live in Durham. Please welcome Bishop Jason Nelson. What's up, sir?
Man, I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man, I'm so glad to have you as well. I've ran into you a couple times, and this is so random. I think the first time I actually got to be around you, it was Stellar's Atlanta 2022, and we kept running into each other in random places. My wife and I was like, man, we keep running. And I remember you walking through the door like, man, if I see y'all one more time. But that was the first time that I actually got to be around you, and I love your energy that you provide. So I'm excited to have you here today.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir, man. Let's talk about the album, but let's also talk about this new single, Made New. You know, the album was done in Durham, North Carolina, my home state. Why there? I was curious about that because you're not from there. Why?
No,
why
I'm definitely not from there. So when I was praying about about You Belong, the whole record, I felt clear that I was not supposed to do it at home. Because every record that I've done up into, I think, other than I Am, I did at my church. And then we had a conference. My family did a conference called Full Nelson, and that's where we recorded I Am.
Love that name, by the way.
Full Nelson,
that's brilliant.
And so I felt a real strong impression from the Lord that I was not supposed to do it at home. So we started looking for venues. Okay. And, my wife was like, well, what about North Carolina? Yeah. So she has a tendency of finding like those moments where I'm not necessarily clear. And so we just started looking in North Carolina and ended up at World Overcomers, and the rest is history, as they say.
Yeah. Well, we enjoy the project, and we're definitely enjoying this record. It is already rising on the charts, as you know.
We give God praise.
Yes, please do. I mentioned to you off the record that my wife really, truly loves the record. And I'm a big music person, but anytime my wife calls me just to tell me how much she loves a record, I know that the record is amazing. Let's talk about that record. How did that relationship come in working with Ryan Madison Ward?
Oh yeah, so Madison was one of the new voices that I kind of been looking at and kind of listening to. And when I wrote the song, I wrote it with Mike Grizz, and the song started on as an Instagram. Okay. Like live. He was doing. He was just kind of making the music live. Yeah. So, and I don't even know why I logged on because it was like 11:30 at night. I was supposed to be going to bed. Yeah. But for whatever reason, I saw him. I logged on, and I texted him. I was like, "Yo, Mike, I got something for this." So I started sending him some voice notes. Yeah. Like this idea, this kind of vibe here, whatever. And like 2 days later, he called me back and was like, "Hey, Unc, I'm sending you something." Wow. And it was basically all of these ideas that we both had kind of meshed together. Yeah. And as soon as I heard it, I was like, okay, so I got to figure out who's singing this with me. Yeah. Because I didn't, at this point, we're still kind of building what we want the record to kind of look like overall. And I had seen Madison maybe a couple of days before singing God is Good by Jonathan McReynolds. Yeah. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to shoot my shot. I'm going to see what happens. So I sent her a DM like, hey, I really love your voice. I wonder if you are willing to do a feature with me on this record. And she was like, let me tell you something. She responded, and we ended up exchanging phone numbers. And she said, let me tell you something. She said, I went through this period where I wasn't doing music anymore. And she said, one of the first records I started listening to was you singing Residue. Oh, there's no residue. And she said that song kind of just resonated with her really heavily. Yeah. So we had this in almost immediate connection. Yeah. And she consented to come and sing the song, and she smashed. Yeah. It's a really great record, and that's just something that I think that was good to hear about. Sometimes we got to shoot our shot, and it's very encouraging for somebody like you. You have a lot of accolades. You've done a lot. You are looked to as like
people look up to you.
Depending on who you ask. But yes.
People look up to you. So for her to have that response and you to be humble enough to do that, that was amazing. So we're glad that you did that because the record is amazing. I do got a random question because I do feel like as much as a lot of things that you've done, did you always want to be an artist?
No.
What did
By
Jason
no
Nelson
means.
want to do before?
Okay.
Yeah. Because this,
I don't know if I've ever said this
Okay.
in an interview. Before I was doing music, I was going to school to be an electrical engineer.
Wow.
I was going to Morgan State,
Okay.
literally pursuing an electrical engineering degree.
Wow.
And that just got derailed
Yeah,
by a bunch of different things.
Yeah.
And eventually I started leaning more back into music again.
Yeah.
But I was in corporate America.
Okay.
At that point, after I dropped out of college.
Yeah.
Don't tell nobody. And started working and, trying to make ends meet, got married.
Yeah.
And music never left me. So it was really Donald Lawrence.
Yeah.
I did a feature with my brother on Everything You Are. I think I want to say it was 2003. And that year we met Donald Lawrence. And Donald brought me in and started having me doing demos for the I Speak Life record that he did with Donald Lawrence and Company. And that's how we connected.
Wow.
I was the male demo voice for all of the lead vocalists on that record. And Donald and then we did Lord, I Kiss Your Presence, I want to say, which is a real oldie but goodie for Gospel Heritage.
Okay.
And that was what made me go, oh, I think I want to do this praise and worship thing. Because I was doing like rhythm and praise. The Dawkins and Dawkins kind of vibe. All my music was like that.
Yeah.
But then when I got on that stage, it was something about being in a live environment.
Yeah.
And something in me just changed.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to do that. And so who I am today is really because I was serving with my brother. Yeah. Got connected to Donald, and he introduced me to this world that I live in now.
Wow. Do you still are you a techie? Are you a techie in the house? So you are?
100%.
100%. What's something that we'll be surprised that Jason Nelson does when he's at home? Because my wife is a techie. Watch anime. You watch anime.
Love anime.
You love anime. This is what I love. I love finding out things because social media will put this whole facade up of people. And it's like, I want to know who they are as a person. Like, what do you do with your kids on the weekend? That type of stuff. What was your worst job ever? Because you said that you were in the tech field. So I'm curious, what was Jason Nelson's worst job?
Okay, so my worst job. Okay, so you're getting into history.
Yeah.
So my worst job was, I worked for Allstate Insurance.
Okay.
Right? This was after school.
Yeah.
Told you I went to corporate America.
Yeah.
So I worked for Allstate Insurance.
Yeah.
I was selling insurance, property and casualty insurance. And I had gotten so good at it that I was going to do my own firm.
Okay.
So this lady came to me and offered for me to buy her firm. And I said, well, before I, give you all this money, let me go to her actual firm and sit and spend some time there. For 30 days, no business walked in the door. 30 days. Now, mind you, this is the year I got married. This was in 97.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm thinking I'm going to get married being an insurance broker.
Yeah, start this.
Only to discover that she was selling, bluff tickets, as we call it.
Oh.
And so I went 30 days, no income, no nothing. And I ended up finding a job at this warehouse that was doing files. And basically just taking files from one place to put them out.
Yeah.
Worst job I've ever had.
Yeah.
And for 2 months almost. Because I'm like, I'm about to get married. Brother's going to work. I'm going to find something to do. Because I got to take care of my wife. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So, and then from there, I ended up getting a job, again, corporate America, at a company called McCormick and Company, where most of us get our spices from.
Yeah.
And I worked there for several years before I went and started working at church.
Yeah. I love this story because it shows, again, there's somebody right now who's in the situation. There's somebody right now in a warehouse right now. Because to be honest, I was in the same situation. I took a job just to get a job, and I hated it. You know what I'm saying? I would go to the restroom and text my wife like, "Yeah, we got to get out of here. I can't do this. This ain't for me. This is not the plan God had for my life." Like, I remember, like, literally, God, like, you ain't bring me here for this. You know what I mean? So I love to hear that type of story because somebody right now is there and they need to know that Jason Nelson was there and Jason Nelson is no longer there.
No.
So I appreciate you for sharing that story. Man, I love that. Because you have a big music catalog with records like Residue, because you mentioned that, and Made New. To me, they're kind of like, they have that same vibe to me. Do you prefer doing the worship music, or do you like the R&G, the rhythm and gospel like vibe? Do you have a preference?
I'm a musician.
So music.
So it's
Yeah.
whatever fits the moment. The whole You Belong record is a compendium of multiple genres of gospel music
Of you,
mashed together that are all a part of who I am as an artist. So if you listen to the first song, it's like James Brown funk.
Yeah.
You know, like literally, I don't even know how many chords are in the song. It's on maybe 4 or 5 chords the entire song.
Right.
Because the whole song is don't.
You
You
got that funk on it.
Yeah, like the whole song is like that. But that's a part of who I am as a musician.
Yeah.
So I don't know that I prefer any one style over the other. What I end up falling into from a writing perspective is more the praise and worship stuff. But like I said, what I grew up on was like the rhythm and praise, rhythm and gospel kind of vibe. So I like it all.
You like it all.
Yeah.
You like it
I'm
all.
classically trained.
Yes.
I went to Baltimore School for the Arts.
Say that again.
As a vocal student. So I'm literally classically trained, you know, theory, the whole nine. So I understand all of it. And it was in high school where I got really accustomed to listening to classical music, jazz, gospel. I mean, they hated gospel, by the way, but that's a whole other thing. But it was high school really kind of broadened my horizon about music in general.
Yeah.
So I don't hate any kind of music.
Yeah.
I love it all.
Yeah.
What I fall into most though is probably the praise and worship.
Praise and worship. With you being a twin, you and I spoke about. I'm a father of twins as well.
Yeah.
And I know how twin relationships can be. Both of you guys are in music in some way, shape, or form, right? Has there ever been where you felt like there was a song that is more of your brother Jonathan's vibe, and you like, man, I'm gonna send this to you, bro. Like, I feel like this is all on you. And, and I gotta ask, bro, because I really feel like this would be amazing, and I'm sure y'all probably talked about this over Thanksgiving dinner and all that good stuff. But will we ever get a joint project with the Nelson twins?
We actually have been talking about that. We actually have been talking about that.
Yes.
We've been talking about doing several things together.
My goodness, yeah.
Because we do have a vibe. There's something that you just don't understand that we have until you see us on stage together. You know, and we've been singing and doing music since we're probably like 6 or 7. So there's an energy, there's a give and take that happens.
Yeah, absolutely.
A synergy, I guess, is probably the best word. So yeah, we've been talking about it, and he has a record that's about to come out. So
okay.
I think once we get past him doing this record, then maybe we can talk about doing something together.
I'm looking forward to that. Musical influences. You kind of mentioned Dawkins and Dawkins earlier.
Heavy influence.
Donald Lawrence. Is there anybody right now that you're looking at? Like, I mean, you just mentioned Ryan Madison Ward as well. You were looking at her. Is there anybody like that you see out now? Just like, you know what, that person's all right. And not to discredit anybody else, but for your sound.
You about to get me in trouble.
You see how I added, not to discredit anybody else. You got to
know. It'd be these kind of conversations.
We love people. We love everybody. But I'm more so talking about, you know, that you're vibing to, that you will listen to in the car. Like, you'd be like, okay.
Okay, so who do I listen to right now? I listen to Enrique Holmes.
Okay, dope.
Jordan Welch. Darryl Wallace.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like, his new stuff is really, really good.
Yeah.
I also, like, lately I've been listening to a lot of jazz and
I
fusion
love
stuff
jazz
lately. So those are probably the people who I listen to the most. And honestly, I listen to a lot of William McDowell.
Okay. Love Bishop. Yeah.
He ain't new, but I'm just saying, like, I listen to a lot of William McDowell. New artists, I listen to a little bit of Adia.
Okay. Okay.
You know, I think she has this. You know, she has this thing
Youthfulness.
on her. It's
this
very youthful.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out my girl Adia.
Yeah, she has this vibe about her that's really infectious.
Yeah.
So I like listening to her. I'm trying to think of anybody else. Samaje, I think he can really sing.
Dope.
He can really, really sing. You
Special.
know, that Detroit vibe.
I joke with him all the time. It's like, brother, you look like you could be a wine, and I know you're from
He
Detroit.
does.
I tell him that all the time. Like the first
He
time
looked like him and Juan could be brothers, like for real.
Thank you.
No, for real.
Literally, I was like,
For
bro,
real.
I ain't trying to be funny. I was like, but you really do look like Winans. And when you say he was from Detroit, I was like, man, you're not related. You sure you're not related?
He could definitely pass for Juan.
He's a special talent, and I love that you mentioned like artists like Adia, because these are all artists that are up and coming and that are coming up, and I think that's beautiful that you have somebody of your caliber who's done all these things can show love back to those artists. So I appreciate that.
Man, I love. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I love how broad gospel music is becoming again.
Man, talk about it.
Because it became
Talk
a
about
monolith for a while, and that got really tired.
Yeah.
But now we're starting to see gospel for what it really is. All of these different expressions, all of these different ways gospel music can be promulgated and released, and we're hearing creativity in a way we haven't seen it before. So I'm really digging, what gospel music is becoming.
Yeah, love that. The record's out. You Belong live in Durham. What is something that you're looking forward to do coming up?
I really want to tour. I really do.
Okay.
But I also have questions about.
With tour comes a lot of responsibility.
It does.
I knew what you were saying.
And that's why I'm like, I was trying to find a way to say it that wasn't, derogatory.
Yeah.
But it comes with a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't know with my current life how to make that work in a way that makes sense.
Somebody told me, shout out to my dear brother Dwight Stone. He had called me the other day. He said, bro, I really appreciate that you know your capacity in this season. And that just really, because that's something I was working on.
Yeah.
And because life can be life. And I'm not even talking about work. I'm talking about kids and family and all the things. And you'd be like, man, as much as I want it, that opportunity looks amazing.
It looks amazing, but can I?
And can I do it effectively?
Right.
So I get it. Yeah.
Like doing it and then doing it well.
Absolutely.
Like they are not necessarily the same thing. I'm a husband, I'm a father.
Yeah.
CEO of a multiple businesses. I'm a pastor of a church. I'm in a doctoral program right now,
Come on, let's go.
Pursuing my doctorate of ministry.
Yeah.
It's like I have all of these different irons in the fire.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, could you really do touring and be good at it?
Yeah.
And then still be great as a pastor and great as a father.
You wear a lot of
great as a
hats.
husband.
Yeah, a lot of hats. There's a lot of hats. Yeah, but I think it's good that, we're having this conversation again because a lot of men need to hear that. Even opportunities are going to come. Every opportunity is not meant for us, especially if we don't have the capacity to hold them.
And if God, so we talk about if God is for us, then who can be against us? Which is great. It's Romans 8.
Yeah.
That's great. But also, like you just said, every good thing is not a God thing.
Yeah.
And sometimes we're tested to see if we're willing to say no.
Yes.
To something that we want.
Yes.
But may not necessarily be for us.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I've been doing music a long time. I'm like 25 years in the game at this point. And I've recognized at this stage of my life, there are some stages I don't belong on.
That's so good.
So I don't clamor.
Yeah.
To just be on stages because it's popular or because everybody else is doing it. Now I'm resigned to the fact that there's some places I may never get to.
Yeah.
I'm
and
actually
you're
okay with that.
That comes to place of peace and understanding what's for you. You know what I mean? That definitely comes. It was a quote I like to quote. It's like, if you say yes to everything, it's like if you say yes to everything, I can't even think about it offhand, but I'm gonna think about it. But it's a really good quote. If you continue to say yes to something else is gonna take the fall for it. Meaning, like every yes, that means something that you're supposed to be doing is not gonna get your full attention. And I think that's dope. But man, listen, we love the new record. The record right now, You Belong, live in Durham, is out. Make sure y'all support this dear brother.
Get it?
Bishop Jason Nelson. Y'all make sure you like, share, subscribe. Let them know where they can follow you.
You can follow me all social media platforms. TikTok is anemic. Pray for me. But all social media platforms at Pastor J Nelson.
I love it. And TikTok is anemic. It's hilarious. I love that. Y'all keep it locked right here. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe on the Praise 1025 YouTube. The one and only Bishop Jason Nelson.
Thank you for having me.
Yes,
man.
sir.